Why do we as human beings like having pets? What is it about us that we want other animals around the house? I don't know. And I don't know if today's guest has the answer to that, but we had a good talk about her two rabbits. I'm Brian Johnson. And this is Nobody You Know. Hello and welcome to Nobody You Know. I'm Brian Johnson and I'm here with the second of my explorations of what makes my own children tick. This is my middle daughter, Abigail, and Abigail got into bunnies. Although even before you got into bunnies, you've always loved animals. Tell me about that. What do you
just like them?
And I know, ever since you were a little kid, you'd go out in the backyard and you'd see an animal. What do you think when you see animals?
I want to hold it and keep it in a cage for myself.
Yes, but you were doing that even with worms.
Yeah, I like worms.
I was sitting in my home office, and suddenly I heard little footsteps coming down the hall. Thump, 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 thump. And this little 3-year-old girl was standing in my doorway, and she said, "Caterpillars!" and ran back out down the hall to wherever you had found them outside. So that's animals in general. Tell us about this.
It's a rabbit.
Yes.
This is Sparky. I found him 2 years ago in Grandma's backyard.
Okay.
He keeps wanting to run away.
And he is not interested in being a star, or he's trying to steal the show, one or the other. Let's give you that neck rub that you love. Yeah, there we go. Before the rabbit came along, had you ever wanted to be a rabbit owner?
I wanted a dog.
You wanted a dog, and you still do.
Yes.
Why do you want a dog?
I like dogs.
Any particular kind of dog?
Big ones.
Oh man, really?
Yes.
She's going to try to use this video later as leverage. I told the whole world I want a dog. Go into a little more detail. Tell us about finding Sparky.
We were at Grandma's house, and she called us, and he was sitting in the backyard, and it took us 2 hours to chase him down and catch him. And she ruined one of her cages to put around the tree to capture him. She flattened it on him.
Oh, okay. Okay. I thought maybe you meant in running after him, you all tripped over the cage or something. But
he went in it and she flattened it.
So
onto him.
she took like that chicken wire she's got around trees, and
squished him in it.
Squished him in it. Oh, the animal rights groups are going to love this episode too. Well, so this is, as far as we know, a wild rabbit.
No.
No? It's a very nice rabbit. Its fur has always been nice, so it must have been owned by someone.
Wild rabbits aren't black.
And none of them?
No, they're usually brown or gray.
We did our due diligence in trying to find the owner, and nobody came forward. Nobody responded to Craigslist. Nobody answered the posters. Nobody anything. So then what happened?
We put him in a cage, and Grandma told me I could keep him without talking to you.
This is true. Tell me what you now know about rabbits.
A lot.
A lot. Great. Okay. Tell me like you're trying to impress your 4-H leader.
Well, the 4-H leader asks me questions.
Oh, okay.
She doesn't tell me to just tell her everything I know.
What goes into caring for a rabbit?
Food and water, and I have to brush him and trim his claws and make sure he has water all the time.
Are they heavy drinkers?
Yes.
Which one do they handle better, winter or summer?
Winter, because they have fur, so they can keep themselves warm in winter, but in summer they get too hot because they can't shed all their fur.
So what do you have to do in summer?
I have to give them water bottles, which they tear apart.
I never would have thought of rabbits as being indoor pets, but...
Well, they're not.
They're not?
Most people don't keep them as indoor pets at 4-H. They all keep them out in barns.
I guess we don't really keep it as an indoor pet. We just let them come in and enjoy some time, because they're pretty much harmless. They have one really bad habit, though. What is that?
Eating everything.
Eating everything. All right. So a little PSA here. If you if you do decide to get a rabbit as a pet and you bring it indoors, Sparky really likes anything that's made out of wood pulp. So book bindings, paper, cardboard.
He also likes electric cords.
Well, I was getting to that. Yes, electric cords. You've lost how many computer mouses?
Madeline lost 2 pairs of headphones and 2 computer cords.
You nasty little thing. What do they like to eat?
Everything.
Well, okay. What are you supposed to feed them?
The rabbit food and spinach. They can eat spinach. They also can eat a lot of fruit and vegetables, but that's like cake for them.
Okay, so the stereotypical food is carrots. How does that
That will make them very fat if you give them as much as you do in movies.
Okay, interesting. So spinach is their big one, is their preferred one. Okay.
They can have greens just fine, but vegetables that are not green, like carrots, will make them very fat.
I've also seen you deliberately put down cardboard for them.
So that they won't eat everything else.
But I'm trying to remember what you've said in the past. It's actually kind of good for them, isn't it?
Their teeth just continually grow.
So their front teeth are constantly growing, and so just chewing on things that require a little bit of effort actually files those down over time. Okay. Does the wood pulp do anything for their digestion or anything like that?
I don't know.
You don't know? Well, see, and this is why you didn't get the blue ribbon at the fair last year. Although Sparky got a ribbon.
Purple ribbons.
We find a rabbit in a backyard, and my daughter takes home, what is purple? Second place?
I got reserve champion.
Champion.
It's basically second place.
And we also discovered that Sparky loves a good neck rub.
Lily likes it on the sides.
Oh, look at this. Yeah. That's how we keep you calm and centered for the video. And why does he rub his chin on things?
Because that's how he claims his territory.
Just like that. My fingers are now claimed.
Yeah, there you are.
Oh, my thumb has been claimed.
There he is.
What are you doing? Suddenly you're claiming me. Oh, stop. What was it like joining 4-H?
Fun.
And going to the fair?
That was fun.
Yeah. He'll eat carpet, too. We have a couple places with holes in them now. Just settle. Just settle. Well, you looked, when you were up there with the judges, you were smiling. Were you at all nervous?
No, not really.
No, you're going to be like your dad. You like being...
My 4-H leader does the same thing at our meetings.
So you were really prepared.
Yeah.
There was no surprise there.
No.
Even with...
Except there are a bunch of people.
Yeah, I was going to say, and that didn't make you...
No, not really.
No, see...
It's when I'm up on a stage by myself having to do something is when I don't like it.
Oh, I think your theatrical father can get you over that if you'll let him.
Just not by myself.
I've overheard you guys talking about some things. It is possible to scare a rabbit to death?
Yeah.
Just loud noises or sudden shock or...
Dropping them.
Dropping them, okay. Which you really shouldn't do with...
Like that, only with much more height.
Okay. You don't want to drop it. Well, I think that's true of any animal. You don't want to drop it if you've got a pet.
Upside down for too long.
Holding upside down for too long, and yet sometimes you do it on purpose. What is that for? Just for the judges to inspect?
I have to show their feet and their teeth.
They hate it for all the world, but you can get them like this. Oh, yeah. Just a minute. Just a second. Just a second. Just a second.
Okay.
We won't leave you this way. But if I leave it this way for too long, he will. It's like they get stunned or something, right?
Yep.
Yeah. That's weird. And it's possible they'll never snap out of it?
Yep. But I have to do it like this.
He's not in your lap either. Okay.
Well, no, on the table I have to do it like this and stretch out. Hold on!
It's alright if he's not in the mood. We're not at the fair,
that.
so... Okay. Good bunny. Oh, yes. I don't have them. She's got them.
Come here.
Let's see if we can...
Hey.
Sparky.
Ready? High five.
There. No. Over here.
Hey,
I gotta pull back.
Good boy.
He is doing that on purpose, isn't he?
Yep. Even if I put it low enough that he doesn't have to, he still does it. Come on. High five. High five. Good boy. You want to dance? Are you going to dance? Come on. Come on, you can do it.
Well, let's go get Lily. Let's see what Lily's like. Hello, Lily. All right, tell me about Lily.
She's a lop.
And why is she a lop?
Because her ears are floppy.
Okay, your ears don't stand up like Sparky's. And tell me how you came to find Lily.
She was almost dead in the backyard.
Oh.
On Easter Eve.
So we have an Easter bunny.
That's why no one gets eggs anymore.
Because we've got her right here. What do you mean by almost dead? She was just laying there, and when I gave her water, she drank 3 bowls of water without stopping. Oh my.
She was very hot.
And this is another not wild.
Wild rabbit.
But not wild rabbit. So this is another rabbit that somebody out there owned, and we tried to find Lily's owner too, and nobody claimed her. Now feels like she's shivering. Is that?
Oh, she's happy.
Is that a happy thing? Okay.
Yeah.
Talk about the different personalities.
Lily is sassy.
Well, Sparky has his moments, but
she's sassy all the time. If you don't play with her, she brings out those big feet and thumps.
What is the thumping?
She hits her back feet on the ground and makes a really loud noise.
And
that means she's mad.
My goodness, you are happy. I feel that. I don't think I've ever felt you do that. You are just, oh yeah, back rub, neck rub.
Here we go.
Look at those big feet.
That's why she's so loud.
Stop shivering. I can hear her down the hall. I can be in my bedroom with the door closed, and I can hear that she's angry because I will hear this boom somewhere down the hall.
There. See, I'm supposed to stretch out her feet like this.
Oh, you're being a good bunny. You're being a good bunny. Yes, you are. You're on camera. Now, what is this? Is that just she doesn't like this position?
I don't think so.
Well, I know she doesn't like the position, but is that what that's showing us?
Yeah, she doesn't like being upside down.
Okay, we'll put you back. We'll put you back. Good bunny. Good bunny.
She's a female, so she has this big dewlap on her chin.
Have you got extra skin, huh?
It's
Are you
mostly
a fatso?
fur.
Oh, it's mostly fur? Okay,
Yes.
yeah.
So that she can rip it out for her children when she has babies. She gives it to them as a nest.
Oh, interesting. So she
tears out her own fur for them.
She's growing a patch of fur right here, and if she were to have babies, she would actually form her nest by just scraping that off her chin.
She just rips it out.
Interesting.
She didn't have a dewlap, she'd rip it out off her back.
Wow. This reminds me of something I don't think I've thought of in years. Do you still want to be a vet?
Yeah.
You know, of course, that sometimes a vet will have to put down a dying animal.
Yeah.
She says with a smile. Yeah, I know. Well, we'll say goodbye to Lily and to Abigail. Thank you for being on one of your dad's wacky new ideas. And you who claim you aren't theatrical. Thank you for joining us for another episode of Nobody You Know. If you'd like to be on Nobody You Know, drop me an email. Right now we're kind of limited to Central Oregon because I have no budget for this, but if you're fascinating, if you have an absolutely wonderful tale to tell or a hobby to show off, I can be talked into going as far as Portland, Salem, 2 to 3 hours away. But otherwise, if you are just an audience member, go ahead and click the subscribe button if you like the channel, the like button if you like this episode, and the little bell on the homepage of this channel that gives you notifications every time I post a new video, which, so far, has successfully been 6 p.m. every Tuesday. And so now I get to rush this footage to the computer and see if I can keep that up, see if I can make my deadline one more time. I'm Brian Johnson. This is Nobody You Know, only now you do. Before we head out to the end credits, I will go ahead and interrupt just to say I really do mean it. I want to talk to people who would be considered unfamous, ordinary. They're never going to end up on a talk show. There's always someone in that group, when a group leader says, let's all introduce ourselves and tell everybody something interesting about yourself, there's always someone who says, oh, there's just nothing interesting about me. I'm not an interesting person. Those are the people I want to meet because there is something interesting about everyone. You don't have to be famous to be fascinating. So go ahead and write to me at 10thandfur@outlook.com. Let me know that you are willing to be on the show. We will sit down and we will find something interesting about you.